This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons, like Scry de la Rosa, Omega Cat Comet, Saray Cypher, Hans Grenade, Anna Ginterrace, Bob CC, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Luke Leonatrell, Sapa Chakwatol, Courtney, Maylee Algren, Circa Barrakiel, Elam, Casey Schaefer, Lily Black, Chayton, Chesha Soltiri, Ariel, Erisu Yamakawa, Sasirful Alirafu, Dimos, Nina Grimsdaughter, Asuta Starbreeze, Quick Levin, Game Lord Geek, Sayori Snowfall, Ignal the Dragon, Freya Subaki, Kieran Robinson, Miscellaneous Cargo, Duke Jarlsberg, Stella Bell, Yarnthoda Aurora, Boogie Bear, and Remy Asalia. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aurasians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon episode 143. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I am joined today by Rollo Des.
Hello again.
Georgi
First time.
Wiston, there he is. And there's this hand, here we are. I don't know what's happening to me today.
What?
I'm a broken man. It is May 17th. Happy Constitution Day, Norwegians. I don't
Where's
like
your flag. Come on.
Oh, I don't know where
Where's
my
the flag?
flag is right now.
Put them on the list.
I have a
guys.
flag pin. It's not a flag. It's like a thing, but it's got the thing on it.
Thing.
So
Oh, it's like a ribbon.
yeah, it's like a ribbon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Happy that. I am so tired because the Rus has been partying all night yesterday, and then I woke up today to cannon fire, and I thought, oh my god, the war has broken out. This is
Yeah.
it. I have to get all the spaghetti alla Capri I can get, and then I heard the sound of a marching band, and I'm like, okay, it's just May 17th. Okay. Enough of that. Welcome. Today's main topic is patch 4.58, which I think you can gather is not much of a main story. There's been a Mahjong update on the vlog. Sorry, it's just wow, what a menu we've got here for you today.
I mean, hey, it's Mahjong. People like it.
And we'll continue our post-mortem Stormblood review by rating the raids, and that includes the 24-man raids, but excludes the Savage raids. There you go.
Okay.
Because we haven't done them. Well, we can talk about them.
I mean, I've
what we've
done some
seen.
of them.
Yeah, I've done some of them. I've done one or two of them. So there you go. Stay tuned for the post show if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can also leave. And let's go into recent review. Fuck.
Whoa,
Recent events.
You got it. Oh. Yes.
Oh, fucking
Love the news.
This is an episode. So new optional items have been released on the Mog Station. It is none other than Tidus and Eunice outfits, aka the FanFest exclusive gear. It is now on the Mog Station, and it'll cost you $12 a pop.
Cheaper than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
I expected it to be a bit more, which still is expensive, but
Yeah.
Here,
I wonder how much it is in other prices.
in funny money, it'll cost something. Who knows?
Yeah.
I hear people are kind of upset though because it was exclusive, and then now it's
At this
not.
point, don't.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Don't
going to be
expect things to
exclusive
be
in this game.
exclusive.
It'll
You'll probably see
always.
the Falcon mount on there soon for those that missed out on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Possibly. I mean, we got it for free, so like, I don't care if they make other people pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, All the
it's
other-
not that special.
all the
to
other
be unique.
all the other FanFest events have ended up on the Mog Station now, so you sort of expected that.
Yeah.
In other, well, that's okay. That is quick news. Recent events.
I'm playing it again.
There we go. Thank you for listening.
Quickest news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This should also actually really be quick news, but we're steamrolling ahead here for to the patch notes for patch 4.58. We should probably talk about how that weird warning. Did we talk about that on the previous episode?
About the launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we talk about it? I can't remember. I think
I don't
I think the
think
warning was
so.
issued after the episode.
Yeah.
There was like this weird cryptic. It wasn't cryptic. It was telling you pretty clearly what you shouldn't do. Basically told you to not try to log in during maintenance. Otherwise, you might get some version update check or whatever problems. Which, I mean, basically means you'd have to reinstall the game. I don't know if anyone did that, but it was weird. It was weird how it was announced, because it was just announced on the lodestone, and the lodestone also went down during maintenance, which meant there was no way to read the announcement. So I don't know if it was like a big deal or not. I didn't log in for that period, but
They really should have sent an email or pushed a notification in game.
Yeah.
It was because not everyone checks the lodestone, and people couldn't check the lodestone.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about people who have download caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be your budget for the month.
Yeah, but they basically had to do this because they were doing some actual like really heavy. I don't know if it was what did they call it, like
backend stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if is it. I don't think it's in the patch notes specifically what they did, but they do say at the bottom that
it doesn't really affect us.
Yeah.
So.
But it's always nice when they do that, because you know they're trying to like untangle that spaghetti code from Tanaka. Okay. Patch 4.58 contains content that can only be... Okay, we know this. Right. So in preparation for upcoming... This is a bit of a weird thing that happened. We know that this has been data mined already.
Should we talk about the data mining in this episode? We can tell people to tune out for this bit and then tell them when to come back if he wants to talk about it, because it is pretty interesting what's going on with the Moogles and what they have to offer eventually.
Yeah. I mean, is it a spoiler? Is it like anything that will ruin what's coming? I mean, I wouldn't say so.
They're vendors, basically.
They're already there. Which is weird.
And only one of the things they're giving is new, and it's not exactly exciting.
No.
I mean, some people like it.
Let's talk about
it. We really shouldn't, but
we I forgot to even mention this earlier, but
well, I'll just read what it says. In preparation for upcoming events, itinerant Moogles have been added to the following locations. So it's Limsa, New Gridania, and Ul'dah Depths of Nald. Initially, these were quite mysterious because they just placed them there and they have no real function right now.
And then they just say, I'll have some good stuff for you when I remember where I put it.
Yeah. Yeah. According to the data mining, we are getting a new type of tombstone, which is like a Moogle tombstone.
Regular tombstone of falafel.
Falafel.
Oh, wow.
Tombstone.
I cannot
tombstone of falafel.
The ancient elegant falafel recipes.
All right, God, I go for falafel right now.
Oh, same.
The regular tombstone of philosophy. It says one of the only few in existence. This elegant tombstone contains arguments from a school of thought that was likely considered eccentric even at its time. It's a currency term.
Right. And the Moogle will it'll basically provide you. It's like a catch-up shop,
Yeah.
right? So you can get orchestrion rolls. I saw some orchestrion rolls on the list, right?
Yeah, lots of orchestrion rolls, lots of cards, like triple triad cards.
Yep.
So if you missed out on some of the raid cards, like from Ivalice, this would be the place to get it.
Mounts, minions.
Yeah. Writing maps too. Interesting
Yes.
enough.
Oh yeah, writing maps.
If you don't want to do the allied seals, and all that stuff, you can get them. I'm guessing it's pretty cheap.
Where do we get the tombstones? Do we know that?
No, as of now we.
I thought we did. I thought.
Wait. Let me see.
I thought someone did mine the list of like the instances that give you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time.
They are.
Oh, they're specific dungeons.
It's very specific. Dungeons.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they put that like in play. Oh, that's clever. They'll just put that into like content they want to keep alive.
Wow. Okay. Do you want to guess which gives the most amount of tombstones?
Tasha.
I mean,
don't know.
I know. So let Lukiel guess.
Lukiel guess.
What do they want people doing?
Oh, they want them to do. Are they putting them in like the story dungeons?
Yes.
They're putting them in this queue.
No.
You get 3 for Cast Meridium and Praetorium.
No.
Don't worry. That's not the only way. That's just the way you can get them the fastest. There are other ways to get them.
Okay. But I guess that gives like another. People have been asking for incentives for the MSQ roulette, so I guess maybe now
they're constantly just trying to come up with more and more reasons to get people to do the MSQ roulette because you get so many tomes already from them.
Yeah,
so they're just adding even more.
There's a new map too, a new treasure map, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's that too. We shouldn't talk too much about all of the data mining, but that's the Moogle specifically. They look like a catch. They are a catch-up shop where you get
The other the Crystal Tower raids also give you 2 each.
Okay.
And then this is the collection of just 2.0 dungeons that give you 1 each. Kamtara, Copperbell Mines, 1,000 Moors of Totara,
of course.
Sunken Temple of Khan.
The worst dungeons.
Stone Vigil.
Oh no!
Only those 5. Not Sastasha, not Halatali, not Brayflux. Just these 5 dungeons.
For perspective, just so we know like how much you need to earn for like
I didn't even think about the prices.
For like a writing map or Zenketsuken weapon, I think it's a weapon, right?
Yeah, it should be.
It costs 30 currency. So there might be other ways to earn it. There might be other ways. We don't know exactly yet.
30? And you need and you get 3 from the MSQ roulette?
Yeah. And you get 2 from Crystal Tower and Void Arc stuff, right?
No, it's just Crystal Tower. It's all
Tower.
It's all Realm Reborn stuff.
Okay, all right. So yeah.
There's some the highest costing item is 100 of these terms.
Whoa. Okay, well, interesting. Good luck. Catch-up shop.
And
I don't know.
The 100 term item is one of the only 2 new things.
Oh yeah. Good God.
So everyone has to do it. It's not just catch up.
I mean, if you haven't gotten that Pegasus mount,
this is a good way to get it.
This is the best way to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Along with some other good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you can get a Realm Reborn Beast Tribe mounts from this.
Why is that?
That's
happening?
weird. But hey, you know what? I'm not doing them.
They are literally removing the only incentive to finish the Beast Tribes.
But also, you still need to do them to get the Allied Beast Tribe quest for Realm Reborn. But
that's true.
But also, the Realm Reborn Beast Tribes have been nerfed in terms of how much you need to do them to cap them out now.
Yeah.
It takes like a little bit more than a week to cap out one of them.
Exiles
So
are still the sucky ones.
Yeah, Exiles are still hard.
Gloves
I agree with that.
from hell. Yeah. Well,
interesting stuff.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why you would waste this currency on Beast Tribe mounts.
Right. No.
I mean, it just depends on how long this event is going to, or if it even is.
If it's permanent.
Yeah, because if it's permanent, then like you can just do that while you're leveling other
the
stuff.
Moogles, and you can see this now. They have their own icon on the map.
Yeah.
Which when the itinerant Moogles were here in the past, they didn't have their own icon.
No.
So it could be a permanent thing.
What I find weird though is that they placed them already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? Like, there's no.
Turn them off, I guess.
No.
You know,
hype is the only thing I can think of. It gets
Intrigue.
people wondering. Yeah, because it is something on the map, and then you talk to them, and you don't understand. You just get able to come back later.
Yeah.
So just gets people thinking.
There's probably some spaghetti limitations. Maybe they can't keep it in the. I don't.
That's true.
It's
like with Blue. It's like with Blue Mage. They had to implement, because that was a week later. They had to implement it on the event system.
Yeah.
So it could be like that, and that's why people data mine this as an event originally.
Yeah.
There might be more of this we don't know about. By the way, this is all just what we can see right now.
Well,
so
yeah. The live letter also says in preparation for upcoming events.
That's true.
I don't know if that's indicative of anything. I don't know.
I mean, Garou was an event, and that stuck around.
That's true. That's true.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's just now ending.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, interesting. I mean, I need to correct. I did say we only get 3 for the MSQ roulette. We don't know what the roulettes yield yet, right? If they really
these are
do
just
anything
specific
at all.
dungeons.
Yeah. For all we know, MSQ roulette might add like 10 extra. Who knows? Yeah. Right.
Who would run the dungeons just for 3 without doing the roulette?
I might do them because
13.
I do them to level stuff sometimes when I don't. If at least I'm not tanking, I'll just not pay attention and do shit.
I want to try the MSQ roulette because I've heard that you get a lot of EXP.
You do, yeah.
But it's like an hour of the same cutscenes I've seen a million times before.
But it looks cool. You get to hang out with Sid again.
It's true.
Slowly walks through the Praetorium.
Yeah.
It's good for AFKing. If you're like cooking something, then you can go do that every now and then.
Yeah.
This is turn on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix as well. Just watch something else while cutscenes are going.
Yo, have you guys watched Veep, by the way?
Oh God, Biscuit, how's Veep doing? Okay. Let's jump down here. The drop rate for Hallowed Kamui Thief in the Wreath of Snakes Extreme has been increased, so you can get your mount easier now. Moreover, players can now obtain these items in exchange for totems by speaking with Ashina in Valor's Reach.
So you can do the 99 trade-in if you've already got that.
Yeah. Do you guys ever try to get the mounts when they're hard to get?
No.
Like before
I used to.
They become totem drops.
I have done. I did that with Suzaku, and then I couldn't be bothered with Seiryu. I just stopped doing it after a while. After I got the weapons I wanted.
Yeah.
I might go back and try.
I do them when they're easier because I don't want to join dog parties and all the drama surrounding it. It's very annoying.
No, I only do it at the start when people are still like good, and like all the good people are still trying to do it. But then once that drops off, then I can't be bothered joining parties.
I do it for the gear, that's it. I can't do it for the mounts.
Yeah,
too much work.
Yes. Right.
Yes, and?
Yes, and the following issues have been addressed. An issue wherein some buffs and debuffs are not correctly applied to players under certain circumstances. This issue can occur in a variety of situations, and we aim to address it over the coming days. There are more details. Just can please check for me.
We have confirmed an issue where buff debuff statuses may be incorrectly reflected on player characters under certain conditions. Although this was partially addressed in patch 4.57, additional time will be required to fully address the large scale of content affected.
Okay.
That's scary. Please refrain from exploiting this issue as we continue to investigate and address all affected content. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause and thank you for your patience and understanding. I love it when they say, please refrain from exploiting this.
Please don't cheat.
Okay, interesting. An issue
That was not worth its own link.
Nope,
I have to say.
It was not. That was disappointing. An issue wherein the Lucian Prince boots were displayed incorrectly.
Wonder what that's about.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
An issue wherein players with entry-level subscriptions were able to log in with a second character. This is a pretty big gap here. This occurred after using the world visit system and logging out while in another world. That's scary.
Ah.
As a result of this fix, players with entry-level subscriptions may now only select the character in their first slot. Huh?
Yeah.
What kind of fix is that?
I don't know.
It's fixed. Don't worry about it.
It's fixed. Shh.
They can wait.
Apparently.
Wait. So if they have 3 characters on a server, can they? They're in an entry, so they can't. Wait, what does this even mean?
I mean,
the first character in the slot? What's
an entry-level subscription?
Well, entry level, it's where you can only have 1 character per world. That's what I have.
Yeah, but how can they?
$2.
How can they log in with a second character? Oh, it's this.
The transfer, like the world visit, is what they're saying.
Am I stupid? I don't get this. No, but when you log in, Rollo, you only have 1 character.
Yeah,
they
but
can't make another one.
I'm guessing.
Oh, on a different world. I am stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
Me little
world.
brain, I no understand. Okay, I get it.
All right. We got there eventually.
Yeah. Okay, other various issues have also been addressed. They won't tell us. That's probably the spaghetti code thing that they...
Unger Max is back.
Unger Max is back. Go spam that. Don't do that. Right, before we move on to our main content, which includes the fucking Mahjong. Everyone loves Mahjong. Just a reminder as to why we're streaming on a Friday and not a Saturday, because tomorrow is Eurovision, the grand final. You can watch it with us, hopefully. We are having so much trouble with it, but it might work tomorrow. If you're on our Discord, it'll be open to everyone. It's been closed. It's only been open for patrons for the past 2 streams, but it'll open for the grand final for everyone tomorrow. So if you're on the Discord, look for the link. It'll be posted there. Okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, this announcement makes no sense. And if you're watching on Saturday, right now, the stream is already underway. So run over to the Discord if you want to watch Eurovision with us. Okay. Whew. Main story.
All right.
Not main story. It's listed as a main story in the show notes. I don't think it is a main story.
I think it's still just...
This is what everyone's been thinking about Mahjong lately. I know I have. The Mahjong fever is running strong in the community.
Hey, you joke, but I know a couple people that were like...
I know.
14 has Mahjong, I'm subbing. And they
I know.
continuing to play right now.
Okay.
I'm excited for the people that are excited.
Yes, because we have exciting news from the Mahjong world.
Live from the Gold Saucer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mahjong news. Okay, so they posted on the dev blog an update about some upcoming features to Mahjong, or updates to Mahjong. I'll just read what it says. Hello, Ridrina here, reporting live from the Gold Saucer. Okay, not really, but that's besides the point. Shadowbringers is on the horizon, and we are so close to the official release. Amid the plethora of new content, Domain Mahjong will also be receiving a few updates of its own. I'd like to introduce a few of the new additions to Dome and Mahjong that will be included in these updates. Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
we finally did it. We're getting character portrait display.
Yeah.
You can finally see your character while playing Mahjong. That's cool. You've heard of Poker Face, but have you heard of Mahjong Face? It looks like you can even set different emotes expressions to throw your opponents off.
You can.
Cool. You now also get the option to cancel calls. You now have the option to cancel calls such as pawn, chi, or can when they appear. Right-clicking anywhere on the screen other than the call button will also cancel. Seems useful for the indecisive.
That's nice. It's a quick way to cancel.
Resetting rank and rating. There will also be a new feature that resets your rating. If you have one of those slumps where you just can't seem to win, have no fear. After all, you have to keep that orchestrion roll in sight, right?
That's the only reason you do this.
On the flip side, if your rating is high, be careful, as this will completely reset both your rank and rating. So be careful.
You're stuck in Elo hell.
Yeah.
This is what you do, I guess.
Yeah. Adjustments to winning hands. A number of adjustments have been made to winning hands. We'll be using a lot of Dome and Mahjong terms here. If you get confused, you can speak to the Mahjong tutor in the gold saucer to learn what these terms mean. Furiton notification. The game will now notify you when you are in Furiton. Furiton. There we go. I've covered all the bases. In this image, we need an 8 of characters tile. This is a picture. I'm not gonna... I'm sorry. I'm not going through this. You can do that thing. Okay, the dev team plans to continue updating Dome and Mahjong when they can, so we hope you'll take a break from adventuring and give it a shot, even after the release of Shadowbringers. There you go. Look forward to it.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
Skip through all of that.
Okay. It's all about the pictures. We can't go through it. Okay.
Get into the real meat.
Here's the gong of the great discussion. What? What did you say?
The interesting part.
Yeah, I know. This is, I don't know. This episode is like a fever dream.
It is. But I'm having a good time, you know.
Welcome everyone to the great discussion. I am your host. Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
Remember
him?
him?
What happened to the nose?
What happened to the nose?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon has the upturned nose.
Oh, he does have the... I folded it down for the occasion.
Ah.
Yeah.
A little bit of rhinoplasty.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Today, this is part 6 of the review, and we're going to talk about the raids, which also includes the 24-man raids. So fun times ahead.
Yes.
We're gonna play the music for each one.
Oh yeah, we should, huh? Good idea, Rollo.
We can.
Good idea. Always on the ball, this Rollo.
Yeah.
Always thinking, always ahead.
Look, I'm a Z-snap. Yeah, that's how on the ball I am.
Oh boy. Okay.
So what's
number 1?
Yeah.
Danger Noodle. Well, we should talk
Alright.
about. Let's just introduce the raid first.
Okay.
So this was the first. This was sort of a raid that was teased and haven't. Well, it wasn't. The raid wasn't teased, but the theme was with Omega. And
very cool cutscene.
Very cool. They spent whatever they had left of the Heavensward budget on that cutscene. And the theme of the actual of the raid in general is just random bosses from Final Fantasy. So we start with Deltascape V1 with a Danger Noodle.
You get sucked in with all our pals, Nero, Sid, and good old Alfie.
Yeah.
And we're
Alfie.
why'd I say Alfie?
Alpha?
Alpha.
Alpha. Well, no, didn't they
Yeah.
nickname him
You
Alpha?
know that person that was in
Sure they did. I can't
the
remember.
Alpha was in the Crystal Tower raid, remember?
What?
What?
What do we say?
I'm
What
making
is?
a reference to Gillionaire.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Don't do this on this podcast. Don't do it on this episode, Georgie.
I forgot I said
I'm the
Alpha.
I'm
only
running on.
person that
I'm
has
running on
memory.
half capacity.
No, you were wrong. It was not Alfie. It was Alf.
Oh, it was
Oh, yeah, it was
Alf.
Alf, sorry.
Oh my God,
You got
you're.
it
Oh my
wrong.
God,
Ugh.
we are broken. Everything is broken.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is the anime tournament arc. This is what Omega
Yeah, it
Scape just
essentially
was.
is.
Yeah,
You fight things, and that's it.
yeah. So you fight Alteroid
Yeah.
and
Not
He was-
not very interesting fight.
He was
No.
from 4, right?
5.
5. 5. That was it.
I always mix 4 and 5. So I yes, 5 it is.
The arena was cool. I like the floating castle in the back.
Yeah,
From
but
5.
it was still like
Just a circle.
it was just just a circle. A little
Yeah.
bit disappointing day one going in there and be like, okay, this is
I mean,
like a dungeon.
you're really
boss.
setting your hopes up high if you're expecting something that's not just
Yeah,
a circle or a square
that's
or a
true.
rectangle.
That's true.
But we did. I mean, it was interesting to not see trash.
Yep.
Yes.
Straight in.
This was the first raid we would have seen where there was no trash at all. It's just a fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do miss trash.
They kept the trash to the story bits, though, basically. When you were going,
Yeah, that's where it is essentially.
you
Yeah.
fight like the Zonde clone, or the thing that uses the Zonde model.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. That was...
Remember Coil Turn 1? Where
That was
there's
quite long.
just like trash galore. It's just there's
I don't-
even optional trash. There's
There is.
optional trash.
What is there? There's nothing from it, right?
I actually can't remember what.
Was there like an extra chest or
I
something?
think there was,
Yeah, there's
but
a
it was
trash-
like it had like an
there's a
X
trash.
potion. It didn't have gear. Really.
Okay.
It just
Then-
had. Yeah.
Okay.
But-
Mhm.
I don't need Coil Turn 1 levels of trash. Alex levels of trash is
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine.
That's understandable. If you like the trash before the fight,
Yeah.
cool. I like Faust. Especially
Yeah.
for Savage.
Yeah. I really like the idea of Faust, and we didn't have one this. At
The
this
Faust
raid
was
series.
the nice way to check if you were ready to do the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd
Um,
rather have like the DPS checker in the very front, so you know, like, okay, can we do this?
Yeah.
And it was like, no, then
Yeah.
we gotta get a little bit better, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. But the first boss of Deltascape was just a basic boss. It had very
Yeah.
easy to understand mechanics. It didn't really do much, but it was the first time we learned what the theme of this raid was gonna be.
Yes.
This whole tier was. Is this whole tier 5?
This-
It's all fire.
Yeah.
This tier was
All
5,
five.
yeah.
Can't even remember that. It's been so long. It was. Yeah, it is not. I think everyone agrees that Danger Noodle isn't really much of a. It's not the
Yeah.
best. Maybe perhaps the least
He-
interesting fight of this.
He was
tier.
a
It's
good,
not-
like, getting into the raid
Mhm.
kind of primer kind of thing. Of like,
Mm.
hey, it's the first tier.
Yeah.
We're gonna go a little easy on you.
Yeah.
Or not the first tier. This is the first part of this tier, so we're gonna go like a little easy on you. It's like
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
He's a cool
Mhm.
mount, though.
He is a cool mount.
He is a cool mount.
Yeah.
Not that you get him from this fight. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
which-
get it from here, but
Yeah. Okay. The music is.
It's good.
it's from 5. If you like 5,
It's a nice remix.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of just dumping the actual music from the game into 14.
It's not the actual music. It's the remix.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, this
I thought it
is-
was like from the remake.
Oh. I think it's no. I think it's a remix. Don't make me question.
Oh, I'm working on
Okay,
half a brain roll. I don't know.
Don't listen to me. I might be wrong. But yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Fine song.
Yeah. We cannot confirm or deny whatever Rollo just said. So
Soken redid it. Okay.
One person said it. so
Soken
we'll
redid
go
it.
with that.
Magpie, you are YouTube. Just put all your rage on Magpie. No, just kidding. No.
You can see them in the chat, right?
Yeah,
there.
they're right in the chat. They're the ones to blame, not us. Okay, we didn't know. We're on half a brain. Okay. Let's move on to
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. Oh, they have the same fight.
music.
Okay, cool.
Only the last
I
one's a
will
different song.
just
Yeah.
loop this one then.
Yeah. Hideous creature.
Oh yeah, I like
disgusting tentacle blob with an eye.
Deltascape Savage. The first Savage was pretty alright. It was easy.
Oh yeah,
but
I think that's the only one I've done because
Yeah,
it's
it
so
is.
easy.
it's
It is
super
very easy.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I like
not
the,
exactly that much more difficult than the normal version.
Yeah. No.
got on like the second clear with pubs
Yeah.
for that perspective. So.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, let's talk about floating tentacle meatball with a big cyclops eye. This introduced the up and down like mechanic where you like you have to
It's a duty action.
yeah the duty
You can-
action where
You can levitate yourself, but you can't bring yourself back down. So
yeah
make sure that you only use it when there's mechanics that need to hit the ground.
yeah
I like that idea though as a mechanic. Pretty
Yeah.
adds
I
some
like that
interesting depth.
yeah
I like that it can punish you for just like spamming it as soon as he drops you to the ground every time.
mm-hmm.
You need to pay it. You can't just. You need to pay attention.
yeah
Yeah. He's
I-
still just
I
in a
like
circle.
Still
I
a
did
circle,
like
okay.
seeing people. I did like seeing people sink into the ground. That was funny.
yeah that
Yeah,
is
6 foam under.
yeah
Love that debuff.
yeah
I don't know what to say about this fight.
no
honestly.
I realized that too.
The gravity mechanic is fine. They took the mechanic from one of the Void Arc fights with the things that spread up the ground and slam down through
Yeah.
bees and stuff.
I don't know.
That's
Some
fine.
people still mess up the tentacle thing
Yeah.
Yeah
of not dragging the boss to the safe place.
yeah
Oh yeah, they're fleshy members. That's correct. They're called fleshy members.
The model looks cool
yeah
too. I don't think
Yeah.
we've had anything like this before, in terms of like just a floating eye with arms kind of thing.
This
fun.
the arena, not the arena itself, but the surroundings are quite interesting. Isn't this like inside the thing that you saw when you were fighting Alteroid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's,
is
it's
inside
inside
the
the castle that
Yeah.
you're fighting on top of Altarite.
Yeah. So there's like some continuation there that I like that we're sort of progressing through.
Mm.
It is a little hard to see sometimes where you should stand though.
That's
Or the-
true.
Yeah.
For the up and down mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You get used to it eventually, but at first, bittersweet. You're right. It is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You just see the light, the bright yellows, and the dark purple in the ground. You're like, oh god, where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't too hard either in Savage. This was a bit of a cakewalk.
This is I didn't even try this one, I think, or maybe I did. I can't remember. But
You did do
Did
this,
you guys do this
yeah.
on stream?
I did this. Did I clear it?
I did this.
Wait, Savage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Interesting.
Okay, I guess I did. I cleared it. I cannot. Oh, you know what? I'm probably thinking about Savage when I'm thinking about normal mode right now. It's probably overwritten it.
Okay.
I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot for the life of me remember when I did this. Did I stream that? Why would I stream?
I don't know if you streamed.
I'm not gonna.
I know
I'm
you've
working
done-
on half a brain. Sorry.
Just accept it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
accepting
accept
it. It's fine.
Next
Savage
one.
is not that much harder than the normal, anyway.
Right.
Again.
Okay.
Okay, fight. Not a lot to it. I don't know what to say, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. Again, good introduction to first tier. Yeah.
Yeah. Now things get a little more interesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Arcanasis.
Now we're getting to Deltascape V3, which introduced a lot, not a lot, but a very interesting mechanic that was removed
yeah.
in the Savage mode. Oh, now I remember. This is where I stopped.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. there you
This
go.
is the Pug Stomper, and this
Yeah.
is why
Well,
I couldn't
yeah.
get past it either.
Yeah.
They did something smart here with the Savage, which is in the normal mode, you have to do the sand maze.
Mhm.
So you had to find your way through the moving platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Savage mode, they took this out because Savage players are more likely to be doing it more often.
Mm-hmm.
So
It is a time
only they
monster.
if only they took this lesson into some of the trials.
Yeah. Byako.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
It is
It's
fun.
an interesting mechanic if you don't have to do it too often.
It's fun in both versions too, because although I never
Yeah.
cleared this one because I just gave up with pugs, the even though you've lost that one mechanic, there's another mechanic added where you have to like match them. They're the icons on the ground, and you have to like match them. This is my vague half-brain memory going off now, but there's like
And the mechanic-
something to do with pigs.
Pigs.
I think you mean frogs.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
There's
But I
the
think,
ribbit.
I think this is in the normal version of the fight as well.
No, but it's to a more extreme degree in Savage.
Okay.
Yeah, they have more of it.
Yeah. But yeah, it is an interesting mechanic in normal as well, where you just the DPS have to stand in certain squares, the tanks stand in certain squares, and the healers as well.
Uh-huh.
And then sometimes all the squares will be frogs, and then you need to get transformed by her ribbit skill that turns you into a frog. Otherwise, you'll get hurt.
Right.
Yeah. And I really like this fight on normal and savage, honestly.
Yeah, it's a fun
There's
fight.
a lot of variation in like the arena even too,
Mhm.
because you get those rocks that spike up and you can only stand
Yeah.
certain spots. Lots of movement. I would say this is the best one out of the first tier. The first tier.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the most fun of the 4 fights in Deltascape.
Yeah.
She has the forced march mechanic as well, which she combines with a stack mechanic. So if people aren't looking in the same direction, you can end up with people dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was kind of hard to coordinate in bugs, even for normal. But
That's true.
when people got through, it's fine.
And then at the end, we get X-Death.
Yeah, I don't have an attachment to 5, so I didn't have much of a reaction to this. I'm sorry.
I like that they captured him perfectly. Like, he is X-Death. So that's nice. Did they rip his Dissidia model for this, or is this a unique one? I wonder.
I think it was a unique one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think so.
Right.
I like he casts Doom at the start of the fight, and that's the only time he casts it as a to the original fight.
Yeah.
But it means back when we had a limited number of roll skills, you needed a sooner for this fight, and then you never needed it again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, people are saying it's really similar to the Dissidia model.
Oh, it is the
Okay.
Dissidia model, because I know they did that for Kefka.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
And, I like how he has 2 versions of the fire, ice, blizzard, the fire, blizzard, and lightning skills based on whether he's touching the void or not.
It's I have to say though, the first phase, which I think is the only phase we really see. There's no like, they don't have the void thing in the normal mode, right? Where he like with the scene transition, where he becomes he doesn't become Neo X-Death in normal, right?
No, he doesn't become Neo X.
Okay.
That's the Savage almost.
Right. The surroundings,
There's still-
but the scenes
there's still
does
2
change.
phases in the
Yeah,
normal
it does
version.
change to the meteor thing in normal as well.
Mm.
But the first part of the fight is kind of boring. It looks like the Altaroid arena.
Sort of, yeah.
But after the change, it kind of gets a little bit better with the tree things and all that. He is a tree,
It's hideous. He's a tree.
which is still weird.
The tree man.
Yeah. Oh, is he from Mericidia?
He's-
Ah.
Maybe. I mean, no, he's not.
No,
We know
he's
obviously not.
From a different world. But
like the
wouldn't that
minion.
have been more interesting if they tied it more into our world?
Yeah, hey.
Yes, very
Hey.
much.
I can't really remember the mechanics of the fight anymore because it was kind
I
of
like
yeah.
that his cape can hide black holes, and then people get hurt by them because they don't see them.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Fun mechanic. Fun mechanic.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to try this one in Savage at all?
No.
No.
But I did watch people do it, and I was very impressed by the face transition. This was like the first like wow face transition for like a raid we've seen, I think, because there's
this is when they started doing like the split,
the cinematic face transition. Well, they had it already in Trials, to be fair. We already had Trials that had quite a cinematic thing, but not in raids. And this is where he like
and
gets...
the fight does reset as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just start again from the second phase in Savage.
Yeah.
It was very cool, and they kept that going.
Yep.
Yeah, for all of them.
Yeah. And he then becomes Neo X-Death, and I can't really talk much about it because I didn't do it.
They
but
couldn't get past the third one. it's a pug killer.
Yeah. The fight is nice. Nice end to the first tier of Omega's raid series. Story-wise,
is really it's there. It's just really uninteresting at this
that
point.
was like a big deal. I remember Mela being like furious about the quality of the story in this one.
I was really excited at first. I was like, oh, and then it just ends up being
yeah.
Just at least for this part.
Yeah, it does get better. It does get better.
It does get better. It pays off a little bit at the end of Sigmascape, but it doesn't really get great until Alphascape. But we'll get to that.
Alphascape is when the original stuff comes in.
Yeah.
Sigmascape is more and more. Look at these old bosses, don't they make you nostalgic?
Yeah. Hey, you like 6? You like 6?
You like Clown? You like Kafka?
We forgot to mention there is a music change when he becomes Neo X-Death. This is the theme.
Remember the big fiasco about this, where people were like, "Oh, you uploaded."
Was this the music upload thing?
No, I don't think this was X-Death. I don't think
Kefka. Right.
It was Kefka that it was a problem.
Right,
and Soken even asked on Twitter, please don't... I understand that you want to listen to it, but please at least do it once you actually get there yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
fair.
I get it. I mean, some people will never see it, though, so it's like, oh, come on, let me listen to it.
Well, I mean, they did... It was uploaded like the day... Was it the day of release? It was
it was uploaded super quickly.
At least wait a little.
Yeah.
And the person that was called out did eventually get to Kefka themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
So they were able to upload it for themselves.
Yeah.
But we should probably start with the train.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we are moving out
train.
of the Deltascape. And we are entering Sigmascape.
Sigma.
This is...
Before we got into this, we got to see Nero's Hula hammer.
Oh, he got a hammer, right?
That's true.
A big hammer.
Yeah, that's true. Then we're changing to... Oh, that's the... hello, Miss Tech. Sorry, that was your guide, not the theme. I watched that guide so many times. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I like this song a lot. I'm not really Texas 6 either.
Yeah. This is where... So, we didn't really mention this, but in Deltascape, you could sort of be forgiven for not having played 5, right?
Yeah.
It was sort of self-contained, but this is where the game started to reference 6 a little bit.
I think the only time it really references 6 is at the end of this fight.
Yeah, specifically this.
It don't really do it anywhere
There's a special cutscene, which is like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you might as well. This is the expansion that has Doma.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
It would leave you really confused if you know nothing about 6.
Yeah.
You're like,
huh? What?
What's that got to do with this train?
Yeah.
It's a nice scene if you understand the context for it.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just really confusing.
So Sigmascape. What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Introduce me.
Sigmascape V1 is none other than Phantom Train.
Not Ghost Train.
Not Ghost Train. And not Doom Train.
Not Doom Train.
I get them all confused. I'm gonna mess it up even more. Don't worry.
There wasn't a suplex reference in this, which was sad. I was hoping for
That's
one.
Shame.
Well,
It
I
would
guess-
have been a good.
What would you expect though? To like,
It could have been a fun thing, like a active time event to end it.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
would you like actually like hold back the train and then
I
just
don't really understand how it would work.
the model like, straight up?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the presentation of this fight, by the way.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really looks like you're on a moving train.
Yeah.
I mean, the arena is a rectangle, but you get to go to a part that's not a rectangle,
Yeah, you
and
do.
you get
It's
on
got
top of the
different
Phantom
parts.
Train
Yeah.
to attack its Doom Chimney.
Yeah.
Does it do
Doom
like
chimney.
Doom Toot or something?
No,
Like an actual
that's what it
chimney?
is in the original game. They gave it a.
Yeah.
They gave it a.
Okay.
It's like something whistle now.
Yeah.
Darkest Whistle? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, in the original, it's something like Doom Tooth because of the
Doom
character
Tooth.
limits in the essay.
Yeah, I love that the fight sort of it moves you around different set pieces. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
There's 3 set pieces to this fight.
Yeah. And you need to like know your place because you have to kill
For the Savage fight.
Oh,
In the
sorry,
Savage
I'm in
fight.
Savage already.
In the normal fight, all the ghosts that grab you to take you to the train carts are the same, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter which one you get.
Right.
But in Savage, yeah, there are specific ones for the tanks, healers, and the DPS.
Right. Yeah, this
I like
was
the-
nice.
I like the lamplight mechanic as well, where you make the ghosts go away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was fun too.
Yeah.
I had a really easy time fighting this in Savage. What about you guys?
Yeah, at first.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember if I cleared it. I do know that I
It's a
did
fun-
it a lot of times. Mela cleared it before me because sometimes we're like, "Hey Mela, we're gonna do this together," and he's like, "Yeah." Log in one day, Mela's already in Doom on Phantom Train, and I'm like, "Okay," and he's like, "I cleared it." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Thanks.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Trista, you're correct. When you go to the train carts, there is a random chance that you'll fight Siegfried from 6, and he will
Yeah.
go down in a single hit.
Mm.
I have never seen him myself. I have a friend that's seen him, but it's funny. If
It's very
I'm
cool.
sure it's enjoyable. Nice reference.
Yeah, just I don't know. This is one of my favorites too. I know it's just like the first part of a tier, but like
It's
enjoyable.
It's not difficult, but yeah, it's really fun and well
it's
made.
better than Alteroid. Well, I think we can.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
And the music, this song probably fits Phantom Train the best of the
Yeah.
3 fights that it plays during.
Yeah. Right. I guess. And then
he
there's
doesn't
that
die to a
weird.
single hit.
Then there's that weird cutscene at the end. And that's it. You're done.
Yeah. By the way, not much to say about the cutscenes before this, because at the end of Deltascape, they say just like come back when he's ready. He's still preparing the next tier, and you come back. It's
There
like,
was the thing where, like, I think this is when it happens, when Omega's like, what if we try and hurt your friends, so then Biggs and
Yeah.
Wedge get hurt?
Yeah. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
when that
By-
happened?
By Omega sending the enemies into the real world. But then I can't remember what stops that. I think it's like, yeah.
they end up hospitalized for a little bit, and then they come
Yeah,
back
they end
at
up
the end.
hospitalized, but I don't know why Omega stops trying to attack our friends. I
Yeah.
think it was just like,
He attacks Nero, remember?
he does
at the-
attack Nero as
At
well.
the end of
That's-
Sigma.
Is that the end of Sigma? Okay.
Yes, where he gets hit in the face with the...
Nero gets attacked
something.
between 3 and 4, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he
yeah,
doesn't
that-
fall down until after 4.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
like the cliffhanger after Sigma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing really came of that, by the way.
Very
Nothing.
Ulda storyline of End of a Realm Reborn, huh?
Yeah.
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 Next
Right.
fight.
Let's move on to V2. This is where things get really weird and interesting. This is the paint boss.
What's it called?
It's called.
I don't remember its name.
I have also forgot. Good God, it's not listed anywhere. Shardanook.
Thank you.
Shardanook.
Right.
Thank you, chat.
Yes.
Did it for the Nookie. That's right.
Yeah. So
It's the demon Shardanook and the goddess Shardanook, but you don't fight the goddess during normal.
no. Do you see the goddess though?
Yeah, she
Yes.
stands there.
Yeah.
She
right.
stands there and auto attacks often,
Right.
which I didn't know for the longest time. I was always just because I was off tanking the fight a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck is hitting me? Because you can't really tell. And I'm like, and then I found out, oh, the goddess
Yeah.
hits you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a significant amount of damage. It's just
It's
like
not, but I'm just like, am I doing something wrong?
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the paintbrush mechanic is. I think it got annoying to me after a couple of runs, but I liked it the first few times.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's
You can tell
yeah.
that this is the expansion of the duty action. Because
Yes.
Yeah.
they tried a lot of that in the raids. The only thing that sort of separates Savage from normal is the addition of the goddess and an extra painting thing.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that this is where I jumped off. I think if I even cleared Phantom Train,
We tried this together on stream, didn't we?
did we? Okay.
Yes.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure we did try this.
I
on
only
stream.
remember you doing Phantom Train on stream.
Hmm.
And we might have
I
done
might
this
be
on stream, but
misremembering.
maybe it's just normal mode we did. I don't know. I can't remember.
Why would you do normal on stream?
Maybe we just
Oh, and it was relevant, you know.
yeah, it was still relevant. We're probably doing it for the shafts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an okay fight. It's very gimmicky.
I like riding in the Air Force, the tiny Air Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a cute mount.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the amount you get from this raid tier if you clear Savage Sigmascape 4.
Mhm. I don't know.
Oh, and you also get to. It's also the first time you get to ride what's his name, Typhon,
Oh yeah, that's also true.
because you need him to blow away the air bubble thingies.
Yeah.
True.
It's weird that it
Yeah.
only happens once, at least in normal. It's a mechanic that only appears once and then it never appears again.
Yeah.
I like it when-
it's kind of cute, by the way. I always
The
think of
paint-
Splatoon when I
Yeah.
when I put it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying "woomy."
I like that it combines the paint mechanics in the second half of the fight after it's introduced you to
Oh, yeah.
all of them.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yes,
just.
the goddess is supposed to be Lakshmi from Final Fantasy VI, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it really? Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I believe so.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got like Eorzea or Heidelin's Lakshmi and
Yeah.
Otherworld's Lakshmi. Interesting.
Well, that's
It is
fine,
just a
'cause it's
painting
tournament
brought
art.
to life. It's not the real Lakshmi from 6
Right,
as well.
right. Yeah, of course. Okay, so V3. That's the thing that does
Guardian.
the stuff. Yeah, the Guardian.
I hated this
I'm
one.
Guardian.
Oh, come Guardian. This
did not like
one
this
I
fight at
didn't
all.
like either.
I don't like it either. It's interesting. I like how it takes on the powers of the different enemies that he shows on the
Yeah, on the
screens.
Yeah.
I wish the screens were in all the directions, or at least more than one,
Yeah.
because otherwise
Yeah.
you have to constantly have the camera facing that direction if you want to know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Did you try this one at Savage? Because I didn't.
No.
I saw the Savage and I was like,
This
Maybe
the
next
Savage
year.
for this looked really hard
I'm not gonna pug this. No.
because in the Savage mode, it's not just that like he will use the powers of the enemies on screen, but he'll sometimes skip ahead and then you see it in the second screen and then it'll do a different one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw that stuff as
So it's not like even a set pattern. and there's like two. In addition to like the fact that he can skip ones, there's also like 2 patterns that he can take.
Yeah.
It's just
This is.
It sounds very
I have
confusing.
suppressed
It looked
every
very
memory
confusing.
of this fight because I just don't like it.
I hated the TNT shit.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
Yeah.
I feel like someone always fucked it up.
Yep.
I don't understand how people that don't understand the mechanic are always just like, let me do it.
I don't know. Like, you would think if like, hey, I'm not sure what's going on here. Totally fine. If you see someone's like maybe everyone else is not touching this thing, why go for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I have distinct terrible memories of doing this enormous
Yeah, and I just, like,
shit.
I just remember getting just vulnerability stacks for no real reason, just because someone wanted to touch the dynamite.
Yep.
I like that it also has the bibliotaph thing, where you have to have like, was it 3 people run through all of the circles around the edge?
I think
Oh
so,
yeah.
And then I think it's 4 in Savage.
Probably. Yeah.
And it's also the first time we saw those slow-moving missiles.
The
Yes.
slow-moving missiles have become
Hilariously slow.
Yeah, that is
Very slow. Still, people ran into them.
I remember the first time I saw them, I'm like, they're so slow. What a joke! And then I realized, actually, that makes them worse.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially if you're like in the crossfire of 2 of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you don't expect it, and you like try and dodge one thing, and then you see another one.
Mhm.
Their
It's
hitbox
too
is a
late
bit
at
bigger
that
than
point.
you think too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they are
Oh,
a
yeah.
bit bigger than you expect because they look small, but then they're not.
yeah.
It lag also
I-
affects them a bit as well if you don't account for that.
I just hate this fight so much. Doing it normal was a pain. It felt like it took forever, all the
It
time.
does feel really long. It's the slowest. It's an interesting fight, but it's not a fun fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they did a lot of new things. Maybe they can do something similar, but make it more fun in the future.
But then, redemption at the end of the line, because Kefka
Yes.
awaits.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
first instance of those tricked AoE spots.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
That was super cool.
that was fun. Of course, one of the most famous bosses in Final Fantasy, the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
Mhm.
franchise. The music.
Right.
The design of Kefka is pretty. I mean, that is the Dissidia model, but it's still very good. Very sad that he isn't voiced.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. This is the point at which I really wished, because the 24-man raids are voiced.
Mm-hmm.
This raid really made me wish that the 8-man raids were voiced as well.
Yeah.
Could have at least just stolen his lines from.
Yeah, they could have
Yeah,
used
because he's
ones from
voiced in
Dissidia.
Dissidia, so I don't know why. Yeah.
Like, you don't need a lot, but at least the laugh. Come on.
Yeah.
How do you not have the Kefka laugh?
Yeah.
You get the SNES version of the laugh.
Yeah, you do get
Oh,
it.
you do?
Yeah, it is in
Okay.
there.
I couldn't even fucking remember it. Oh my. Okay, I'm
I
on.
mean, because it's an SNES sound against like all the Final Fantasy 14 sounds, it can be a bit hard to
Yeah.
miss sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's my fault. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Loads like the AoEs are uniquely colored. They can sometimes be not AoEs, like they can be like inverted AoEs. You have to like learn that pattern.
It's the second time in a patch. It's the second patch in a row where they have us do the opposite of what we normally expect.
Yes.
Because we'll talk about it when we get the 24-man raids, but
Yeah.
Argeth also did something similar.
Mm-hmm. You also have a second threat, which is the fucking thing,
Statue?
the statue coming up.
Yeah.
The Tower of the Gods?
The
Is that what it's
Tower.
called?
Tower of the Gods sounds right to me, but it might be, yeah, whatever. It's something divine.
Okay.
It's got the mother and the son thing. Does it in normal? I can't remember. Yes, it does. That's the last one.
Yeah, the one where it's either look away or look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
as long as somebody knows that actual tower you're looking at. I don't always thought it was Kefka.
You thought you were looking at the boss.
Yeah, and I was always like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
I know it's what I have to do. I just
Yeah.
kept fucking it up.
Yeah, it was a fun fight. It's a very long fight.
It is a very long fight as well, but
Yeah.
I think it's more fun than the Guardian.
Oh yeah.
He does have the
Right.
funny tank buster with the pots and pans.
Oh yeah.
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 Which is
Very loud. It's very loud, just a comical bonk.
Yeah.
you want to put in a second phase music too? For,
Yeah.
Savage?
Savage is where this fight really shines. Because you do get to see God Kefka.
Which is stupid impressive.
Very impressive. Let's see. Is it this? Nope. Yes? No, it's the same one.
No, this isn't it. It's Dancing Mad version 4, I think.
Hold on. Well, we're almost here. Here we go. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. God Kefka.
Most professional podcast.
The half a brain today.
We're all sharing half of that.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
The arena is enveloped in like this light, and
Yes, it's
Kefka.
golden color.
Yeah, and Kefka appears as God Kefka, which is that a Dissidia model or is that unique? Question to chat.
I don't.
Magpie. So it's unique.
I couldn't tell you.
There you go.
One person has said it's unique. That means it's unique.
Okay.
All right. That's enough confirmation.
Okay. Right. This fight is a lot of fun to watch people do. I'm not. I realized when I saw it, I'm not doing this. Visually, it's fantastic. The music is fantastic. No, it's just a great fight.
This is the fourth phase of the music. There's 4 phases to this song.
Yeah.
Yes. What is the first? Wait, what are we? Wait, how many phases? 4? We can't hear. Oh god, we can't hear all of them though.
No, we can't hear all. I'm not saying we have to hear all of them. You hear 3 during normal, and then you only get this 4th song during.
Okay, I thought you meant that we were listening to the wrong phase. That we were supposed to.
No, we're listening to the correct phase if we're talking about God Kefka.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh.
They teased this song in the patch trailer as well, and then I never got to hear it in game.
Oh yeah.
Just good fight. I didn't want to run it too often, honestly. Even on normal, I was like,
It's Kefka.
No, I agree.
You can't go wrong. We have to speed through actually.
Okay. Here we go.
Alphascape coming up now.
There's some story bits happening. Nero gets clocked the fuck out.
Yep, he gets clocked out.
Midgard Stormra gets just like evaporated out of the story.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
That's really cool though. That's a really cool scene where he defends you against Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, because Omega's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Bye.
Yeah.
and yeah, he helps you out. It's nice.
And then Midgard Stormra uses all his power to convince Omega that like give you one more chance to go further through the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to sleep. He's asleep now.
Yeah.
What's interesting about Alphascape though is that in this tier, every single fight has its own theme.
Yes.
This is where the money went
Yeah.
Yes.
for music.
This is where Soken got to really flex his muscles.
Yeah. And we get none other than the first ever boss of Final Fantasy, Chaos.
Yeah.
Yes.
The classic battle theme from Final Fantasy. I like the arena here. I like the aesthetic, the look. But again, I felt like the fight was a little Alteroid. I can't really remember what happened. There's some
remember
elements.
When they said they showed off this arena? They showed this arena to us because the trailer wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And they said the columns would be important.
They ended up not being important, right?
Yeah, they ended up not being important because they're in the background.
Yeah. I think he just wanted to show off like the work. Like, they look nice. Because they do look nice.
Yeah.
I will say that the spacey background makes it feel a bit like the castle area from...
It does, yeah. It's very...
From Deltascape.
Yeah.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
I like how you can get one of two patterns in this fight.
Mm-hmm. Which sort of lives up to the Chaos name, because you really, which one am I getting?
You can get water and then fire, or earth. Oh wait, no. Water and then earth, and then fire and then wind, I think is the two patterns. And then after the phase transition, you get the other pattern that you didn't get during the first half of the fight.
Yeah. Right. I guess there's not much more to say about this fight. It's just nice entry fight.
Good.
It also made us think that we were now gonna get fights from Final Fantasy 1.
Yes.
Yes, because it's the only thing they showed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was also the leaks, and then there was like,
yeah,
that's right.
Remember that was a big deal. We had like a meeting because we got a little heated about this behind the scenes because we weren't sure if is this something we should be talking about? And this was a big deal, but
Chaos does drop his music roll.
Yeah.
All of these fights, they've added music, the orchestrion rolls to all of the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which makes the fourth phases, the fourth fights for Deltascape and Sigmascape more annoying. Especially Sigmascape, because it drops 3 orchestrion rolls that you need to find.
Yeah.
This song is just so good.
It is good.
I don't have a big attachment to the first one either, but just...
The music is still good, though, even if you haven't...
It's just really good.
Yeah.
I liked the runaway mechanic that the healers got, and I liked it when healers don't run away. That's fun.
Yeah.
Also, when the tanks don't take the tethers away from healers, that's also good.
That's also good.
And then
that's fun.
There was a lot going on in the fight.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
All right.
V2.
This is not a new song. But
this is not a new song.
But hey, this was still super fucking cool.
It was. This was cool. I remember this more vividly because this was when I went, the leaks are real.
I do think this is the weakest fight in the tier.
Oh,
really? Okay.
Do you really worse than Chaos?
The slowest. It's the. I think Chaos is. I don't. I think this is more interesting, but because it's longer and slower, I think I like it less. I think I like doing it less.
It is very long. You're right, actually. I am remembering that now. Yeah, this was a chore to do for the stuff to farm every week.
Yeah.
It did have the nice visual mechanic where you had to like remember the pattern he moved in.
We get to fight Midgard Sarmer in his prime. Like, that's such a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like a digital version of him, but...
Yeah. I mean, spinning, either vertically or horizontally, get in, get out. He only does the cardinal cross version during normal, but he also does a intercardinal version of his skill during Savage.
Right,
kind of difficult to explain.
I think I'm gonna agree that this is It's more interesting than Chaos, but boy was it
It's
long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt more frustrating when you wiped towards the end of this fight.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess. This kind of is like the same thing as that Sigma 3. I guess it doesn't take a while.
Yeah.
I like the exaflares, but a lot of people tended to, including myself, tended to just get hit by them.
Yeah.
He had all the dragon mechanics, though.
We have to
That
move
was
on.
fun to
Yeah,
see
he
that.
does.
Okay.
We have to
All right.
move on.
Hey,
I mean, we can
This is my
maybe
favorite fight.
maybe we'll leave the 24 men's till another time,
Yeah. We have to.
All right.
and we can just talk about the 8 men's.
Because we're gonna spend probably a lot of time on the last one here. But V3.
This is my favorite fight as well.
Same.
This-
Yeah, this is my favorite.
This
This is the best
this
fight in the
theme.
Contenders.
This is where Larboard was introduced by the, not introduced.
Yeah.
Well, it became a big deal. Just a fun fight. You're fighting Omega, and you're like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
Yeah,
This is the
it catches
third
you so
one.
off guard.
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, this feels like a final fight. What's going on?
And this again, I'm like, oh my god, the leaks are actually real because the leaks reveal that there was there was an Adam and Eve, I think they called them, at the end.
I think that would have been a cooler name than Omega.
Yeah, I
F and
agree.
Omega M.
M&F is. I still like to call him Adam.
Yeah.
But this Omega fight, this is really fun. I love the larboard starboard mechanic.
Mhm.
I like having to use the duty action to get rid of the missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
The DPS check was fun too.
Yeah,
It's like you guys are about to get deleted
yeah.
from the reality.
Yeah.
the final
So-
level checker. I like that
Yeah.
they bring it back here.
That was cute. The
I
dumb
like it when
fist.
people.
The dumb fist. It's funny.
I like it when people don't stand in one of the circles, and so they just run into the insta kill ground
Get
stuff.
damage down too, don't you?
The whole
sorry.
raid gets damage down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you personally don't stand in one of the circles, then you get confused and it essentially just runs straight into death.
I get so much like Gordius vibes. Not Gordius, sorry. Alexander vibes from this
Alexander
one.
vibes, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, will you give Soken free range to do something like weird?
Yeah.
I think he has like a lot of fun with it, and you can tell. Like, the
Yeah.
song is
I know.
so good.
There are people that say this is not a very like Final Fantasy type song, but it's good that we have such variety in the music we have
Yeah.
throughout Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I really hope going forward with what's it called, the next one? Next
Eden.
8-man raid?
Eden.
I hope there's no real callbacks to stuff, and it's more just him like getting to flex.
Yeah.
Because this is a big flex. and I'm like,
This is
oh.
a big
Yeah.
flex. Okay. Anything else to add to this before we move on to the last one?
There's the tether as well, which the off tank should grab, but sometimes they don't, and then everyone gets hit.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
I like my personal favorite. 10 out of 10.
And
Okay.
it just feels a very active fight. Like there's no real downtime. You're constantly having to do something.
Yeah.
And it felt so refreshing after a long time of just Final Fantasy bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like something new, cool. Well, it's
I
Omega,
mean-
but you know what I mean.
I mean, it is a classic Final Fantasy
Yeah.
boss, but it feels new.
Yeah.
It feels fresh.
Okay. And then the final reveal at the end. Now it's Final Fantasy, this
Yeah.
theme. The M&F, Adam and Eve.
The leaks are real.
The leaks were real. The story got really weird, though.
I like the part with Alpha running through space.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that is funny. That's not funny, but that's nice.
It's not funny. It's true.
Because
Alpha's really
I don't know
sad.
how
He's
I
doing
feel
his
about
best.
the fact that somehow Sid, you and Sid manage to cling on to this as a tiny man.
Yeah,
you clung on
it's fun.
through the void of space.
It's just like, oh, you beat Omega. Is like, okay, I'm gonna delete you now.
Yeah.
For real this time.
Uh,
And then he's Alpha shrinks you, and you run into the darkness, and you find
Yeah.
MNF.
Yeah. It was cute.
This is when the story got better.
This is when the story got better.
yeah.
The fight itself is interesting because you're fighting two bosses.
Well, not until the second half of the fight.
Well, they change, right? They switch, don't
do
they?
change,
Yeah, so you're
Switch
technically
between
fighting
Yeah.
two. And then the arena here is interesting. It doesn't really get interesting until this savage part, where oh my god, what a fucking disgusting creature it really is.
Went from pretty boy and girl to that.
Whatever that is.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this was the perfect way to end the Omega raid, because
Yes.
we also, by the way, know that this was confirmed that the Omega in 14 is the Omega from all the other Final Fantasy games. This is the canon Omega.
It makes it the lore behind it so fascinating and like far-reaching as well. Like that this robotic entity that has never really been like humanized in a way has had, by like adopting aspects of our DNA, I guess, and like our data, that it begins to realize its own humanity at a point where it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the sad backstory too, like they were created in some distant fucking alien world and sent out, and then it's been so long they forgot, and they don't even know what their purpose is anymore.
You get all the don't you get all the diary entries during the alpha scene?
During the alpha scene, it's like it's like documenting what's
and that adds to like the melancholy of
Yeah.
alpha running just endlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was not. It also means that Omega ended in 14.
Yeah,
Which,
I mean, they could still have Omega in future Final Fantasies. It just means that 14 is the
that's where it died.
end point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it can travel through time and space. So.
Yes. And then, and when he's threatening you, he's male, and then when he's all sad, he becomes the woman.
I mean, I get it. You could have just had both of them there, both talking. I think that would have been cooler.
Yeah.
Have them as like two beings talking to you as one person.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit more interesting. But hey, Omega F is pretty cute, so you got me. Sorry.
Everyone's robot waifu.
But good God,
This is the savage.
this
song's so great.
this is so good. This sounds like the end of the game. It's like the final boss theme.
I think Soken said this is his favorite song he's ever created for Final Fantasy XIV.
Really? Wow.
I could see that.
Because it
Is there
references like A
Grandiose-
Realm Reborn. They just did the A Realm Reborn thing. It's very good. And you're fighting this fucking grotesque looking machine thing. And there's like DNA spirals everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very.
It's a really cool looking fight.
Yeah. I don't even
This is
have
the
any.
best tier, so.
Yeah. And it really does feel like
just-
the end of the raid here with the music. And
I will say, not just the song being used in this fight, in the trailer, it really added to the 4.5 trailer as well.
Yes.
With the knowing how like desperate we were becoming, losing like with all our friends being lost.
Yeah. And that concludes the Omega raid.
One last thing.
Yeah?
Bracefelder comes to save us.
Oh, yeah. That's true. He does come
It's
back.
the last thing that Midgardsormr is able to do for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before he goes back to slumber.
Yes. I don't really know how Spellga got through to this weird pocket dimension
Don't
that
think
Omega
about
made.
it. Don't think
he
about
has he's a powerful dragon.
He's just a
He
big,
can,
powerful dragon daddy.
he can kind of do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He has a lot of aether.
Yeah.
Ether.
Yeah,
It felt
ether.
nice. I liked how this raid tied into Heaven's Horn
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the
It's
end.
nice.
Yeah.
That was when it was the best. When it was just the tournament arc, it was not as interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omegascape is when it's really Alphascape is when okay.
I,
We
now
thought it would be
actually-
Omegascape.
Yeah.
I was
Now it's when I really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always wondering what they were gonna do with Midgardsormr, because hello 1.0 hipster here. It is very clear that Midgardsormr was meant to play a really big part at some point in the story. He was in the opening cutscene for the game. That's where the CG thing for Silver Tier Skies, which they reused in A Realm Reborn, was from. So this is sort of. I wonder if he's gonna come back now, because usually when he goes into a slumber, he's gonna be there for a long time.
Yeah.
Even though
Time travel expansion.
technically he has only been sleeping for. When was the Battle of Silver Tier Skies? Is that 20? Is that
20
20
years
years
ago?
before 1.0, or is it 20?
I don't know. It's 20
15?
years before. 15 before
15.
1.0. Okay, so 20
Okay,
years before
so it's
now.
20 years before now, right? That's not too long actually. So I was because before he'd never gone to sleep before then. Where was Midgard's armor before the Battle of Silver Tier Skies?
He was just resting inside.
Yeah, he was
Silver
just
Tier Lake.
chilling in Silver Tier Lake, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Very random, very interesting choice of location to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Was
did.
there lots of ether there?
There was I guess that's
Yeah, it
the
is.
main theory.
And we know that they call the Lakeland the source on
what
the
if,
first. So,
what if Silver Tier
it may-
Lake is like a gate to the first?
yeah,
Hmm?
and that's why the Crystal Tower was built there.
We're gonna go to the source and we'll see Midgardsormr there. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm an interdimensional being, so I experienced what happened already.
Yeah.
Let's get back to where we're at. You know?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I know other people are sick of dragons, like you, Rollo. But I really like the dragons in this game.
Yeah.
I wish we knew more about them.
Yeah.
I give them credit that I'll say they're unique, especially from like other forms of fucking video game dragons.
Mhm.
So
I
give them
find
credit
the
for that.
way that they're technically one gender very interesting. That they
that
adopt
too.
Yeah.
a gender just because it's convenient for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing it out of courtesy. to
Yeah,
us.
because we can't we're too dumb to understand. They can become broodmates with whoever they want.
Yeah. Don't they have
I mean, they don't
snails?
need it.
They've got slugs in Eorzea. They do the same thing, don't they? Don't slugs just be like, "Fuck, we need a baby"?
I don't know.
And they're like, "Okay,
Alright.
I'll receive. You just send."
Yeah, but we can't talk to slugs, so it doesn't matter.
That's
there.
true. That's
Slugs
true.
aren't
Good
powerful,
point.
all-knowing beings.
Well, I mean, slugs got really big in Eorzea. We've
it's
seen
not
some
like-
biggies.
That's true.
you want
but
to do
it's
this on
not
the
like the
podcast? This is a Friday hangout conversation.
It's not like
It's
the
true.
slugs
It's true. Sorry, I
have
have a
to
brain.
lower themselves to our level. The dragons have to make themselves comprehensible to us. We don't care enough about slugs to bother comprehending them.
Okay, true.
All right.
Okay, we need to wrap it up. Thank you guys. I'm sorry about it this episode, but this is the episode that we're gonna serve you.
Go find Alpha. He's out there in the world.
Go for he's
Super cute.
that I like that. I
Yes.
love that part. That it's got a permanent. It leaves a permanent mark on the world. You will always see, presumably, always see Alpha walking around
In random
certain
places.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah, like Behemoth's Domain, the kitchen in Mordona.
Near the camp in
Camp Overlook.
Camp Overlook.
I'm sure there's others.
Having
Oh,
fun
I
with
think
little
the
Omega
sequel-
buddy.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he was also in the Little Ladies Day event.
Yay!
Yeah.
He
Which
was.
unfortunately you would have missed if you didn't say it now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that someone put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I hope that Alpha keeps appearing in like cameos like that and moving into the future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we won't see him on the first.
Who knows?
No. Well,
Maybe he'll like hop through a portal and be like, "Hey."
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Alpha to have that kind of weird power.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Anyway,
Thank you guys for watching this episode. This is the end.
All right.
We will be back next week to normal times. So Saturday,
Mhm.
8 p.m. GM.
We're gonna stream the live letter too.
Oh yeah.
yes.
So we're saying that now.
That's on Wednesday. No,
Thursday.
Thursday. 9:30 p.m. BST, and whatever that is, you just find an online converter and figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Lodestone will post it in your local time, unless you live.
Unless you
Not
live in
in
Europe,
Europe
because
or
they still do
America.
BST/GMT. So
That's true.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Quick note, by the way. The Genji gear sucked. I hate every single piece of it. Don't ever do
The
that.
Genji gear was the worst.
Okay,
set of gear
okay.
from the-
Terrible.
We need to wrap it up. Thank you. And remember to follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersFile, and youtube.com/SpeakersXIV. Twitch, did I just do that? Exclamation Discord to join our
Half a brain.
Discord server. If you're watching on demand, link is in the description. Send us Mogmail, speakersxiv.com/Mogmail. Thanks for watching. Drive safe. Stay tuned for the post show. Don't know what's going to happen there, but it's already not looking good. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.